In the fifth lesson, we will cover the basic data operations or transformations that you can find. Most of them can be found on the data tab, and we start with the filtering operation. Filtering operation can be started by using the home tab. You can find the filter operation in here. On the data tab, there is exactly the same icon, but also the advanced filtering. But usually I use the shortcut, which is Ctrl+Shift+O. And this shortcut is useful not only to create a filter, but also to take off all of the filters. So by repeating the shortcut, you can turn off the filters and, for example, turn them on once again. What you can see on Autofilter depends on the data type you have in here. So if you have numbers, you will have the number filtering available. If you have text, you can filter by text. And if you have a date, you can filter by dates. And the current exercise is find the orders placed in 2017. We can see that the date has been split into years and months and so on. So we can easily pick the expected year from the list and apply the filter. On the bottom of the screen, you will see how many records did you achieve, and also the filter can be recognized by the blue row numbers on the left. So if we move on now to the second exercise, we can apply the filter and then choose the filter which is between 5 and 10. We can see that it is supposed to be greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. This is the condition we need to meet, and now we will see only the expected records. When applying a text filter, you can use either the text filter or the search bar, which is the equivalent for the contains option. So you could actually start with typing IT 2017 as something that should be in here, but also you can create a more precise filter begins with and then place the expected text inside. Filtering is possible on the content of the cells, but also on the formatting. So if in the column ship mode we have some red text or green background, we can also filter the data by the font color and then we find something, or by the cell color and we will filter the second category. One of the hidden features of filtering is that you can not only use the auto filter, but you can also create a slicer, which is a visual filter for the end user. And in our case, we will create a filter by segment and by the ship mode. To start with that, I will just remind that in the pivot table course that you can also find free of charge, you can find a lot of more information about filtering and slicers of the pivot tables. And in a simple table, you can also apply a filter if you turn it into a table, which means we will use the Ctrl+T shortcut, and then by having this table you can either insert a slicer on table tab, or you can also insert a slicer straight from the insert tab. And we will create slicer by segment and the ship mode. I will place it above the table and also increase the number of columns so that we have a nice interface for the end user to filter the whole table. And this will act exactly the same as the normal filter. You can see that we actually are filtering the data, but straight from the slicers. You can multi-select by using Ctrl and left mouse button and also quickly clean the filter.